We just I'm talking about sins like that we don't even think are wrong. Like, hey, do you have unforgiveness towards somebody? You're like, oh, wait, that's one of them? Are you bitter towards somebody? You're like, nuh-uh. Are you serious? Been sinning for decades. You're kidding me. I thought I was supposed to not kill somebody. I thought I was doing good. You know, to be nice, to be angry with somebody, to be polite, to be respectful, to put somebody else's needs in front of yours, like, come on, seriously? And in Romans chapter 14, the last verse of chapter 14 of Romans, in the New Living Translation, it puts it out there simply, and it says, anything that is outside of faith, or that's not of faith, is a sin. You're like, you have got to be kidding me. That's a lot of things. And you're like, that'd be a miracle for me to not do that, right? Daunting, right? If I were to say, hey, if you were an abused person, somebody abused you, hurt you, did the most unspeakable things to you, and then I was to come to you and say, forgive them, you'd be like, excuse me? I ain't doing that. They don't deserve it. And you would be right. They don't. But if I said, but what, just, could you? Like, no. Couldn't. It'd be miraculous, right, for you to do that? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Miracle. Miracle to forgive somebody. Absolute miracle. If I said, hey, I want just to go through life and all the things that somebody's done to you that you're bitter about, to let it go and actually move on. You'd be like, that's tough. They just keep replaying over in my head. I cannot stop the movie. It's just constant. And I can't stop it. It'd be a miracle for me to let it go. Am I right? Anybody? Right? If I said, hey man, what if you actually prayed a prayer and you didn't ask God for anything to give to you, but you actually asked Him what you could do for Him? Kind of like if you were to love Him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love people as yourself, and you actually prayed a prayer where you were saying, God, what can I do to love you with my heart today? What can I do to love you with my strength today? What can I do to love you with my soul and my mind today? God, how can I love people today? What if you actually prayed a prayer like that? Would that be a miraculous thing? You didn't even ask for anything. You didn't even request anything. It would almost be a foreign concept in the entire Christianity to not actually ask for something, right? It'd be a miracle. All right, I'm going to get to what I'm saying. These little kids learning these languages, there's little walking miracles. And they learned it through relationship. I said, don't let that word miss you. Don't you dare toss it aside. Don't you dare let it go over your head. Don't you dare not let it enter your heart tonight. What is the one thing that God has opened us up for? What is the one thing He is asking for? What is the one thing that He has made a way for? What does He call Himself, and what is He wanting to call you? He calls Himself Father. Why? What is He asking for us to be? When we are born again, what does that even mean, to be born again? We start over. We're children of the world. He wants us to be born again as to what? What do we become when we are born again? We're born again as children, as His kids, as a son of God, as a daughter of God. He is our Father, and we are His kids. We are now in a relationship with God.